What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 11 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Grimgor Ironhide campaign. So as we saw last time, Nobber and his army had their first taste of real combat. The Wolf Rider chariots and the Wolf Rider archers, or Goblin Wolf chariots, whatever, as well as the pump wagons, got to be tested, though they weren't against their ideal situation in the form of way too many cav. On the field, they still managed to come out ahead. And also, before I forget, you should leave this and you should go into encamp. Which should, in theory, heal you up a little bit more. Actually, no, less. Okay, well then never mind. Yeah, anyway. Nobber has begun. We may make some adjustments to his army. I may put a shaman in here just so that it replenishes a little bit faster. It's a little bit annoying since he's a shaman himself, but we could put a big WAAAGH shaman in here to counterbalance that a little bit, though I'm not entirely sure which units. When we'd lose, I'd have to think about it. I suppose if we get Grom, we can transfer the Logie Bogie Splotus to Grom, as he will buff them, and then replace him with a shaman. Something along those lines. But anyway, I digress. This time around, we've got plenty more Bretonnian territories to take as we continue our march southward. The elves have declared war on us, so the Continental Exarchate will also be our enemy, though it looks like Gorkil now has at least a smattering of troops, and he should be able to take care of them. I would hope. Though the dragons are still going to be an issue, we're going to have to spam a lot of spirit leeches. In fact, let's just buff that up now. Now, first point in Soulblight. Yeah. I'm going to have to spam those spirit leeches to bring those down. We do have potential allies in the form of the Dark Elves here. Actually, speaking of potential allies, I haven't taken a look at Diplo in a few turns. Clan Septic, you know what, fine, let's get military access with you, why not? And the thing is, they're allied with the Corsairs of Spite, this little nearby Dark Elf faction, and since Lokir decided to betray us, I'd like to get friendlier with these guys, as they may be of use to us, as they have units that we might want to use. Anyway, let's begin, shall we? Grimgor, you're going to move... So this guy's going to run from Grimgor, there's no doubt about it. But if we could move in such a way as to push him... Let's try this. If we push him out to this side of the river, we might be able to kill him with Arachnarok. Alright, let's see if this works. And please cross the river. You know, he will, but he will cross it in such a way where Arachnarok can't reach him. You gotta be kidding me, Gab. Oh, man. Alright, the angle was too shallow, I guess. Not much we can do about it. Anyway, Spite Blood Reaper. Now let's have you move to here, but in regular stance apparently. Like so, and maybe Taubert will attack us afterwards. I somehow doubt it though. Yeah, the army isn't damaged enough. He'll be too scared, but where will he run after this? That'll be interesting. Hey, a Lichbone Pennant, though, a very nice pickup, as some armies will need the magical damage, as it's sometimes difficult to access. Next up, you are going to, I guess, attack Castle de Fleuve, and we'll delete one Force Goblin Spider Rider melee, and put in a Gobbo Big Boss. And we'll wait for another one. You can also probably go into WAAAGH Begins, yes. Take the castle. And I see no other big armies nearby, so you're free to auto-resolve it despite the damage you will inevitably take. Nice. Is pottery of any use to us? I somehow doubt it. Doesn't seem like a particularly worky thing, so yeah. But hey, who knows? Make some idols of Gork and Mork. Maybe a possibility. You are going to want to steel tech at Marienburg here. And you're gonna fail, unfortunately. We got one more no, we got 3 more turns to try. Alright, so that ain't as bad. Otherwise, we may as well continue. Also, actually, before I forget, once again, we've reached the engagement threshold, and once again, an hour-long episode will be had. And once again, the offer stands 300 likes and 50 comments. And the next episode will similarly be an hour. Now let's move our Lord Finders, Nash Gorspita southward, and... Eye Gouger northward. I see we found Throggy. Throg. Throg's getting wrecked. He's fighting the Decadent Host and Brennan's. Where the heck is WAAAGH? I will be very disappointed if he's dead. We know the Grom is alive, though, so yeah, at least there's that. Anyway, I guess we'll keep on looking for him afterwards. Nobody else can move, and I don't believe there's any buildings to build now, so I guess that's an easy little end turn. Let's just make sure that we get Big Thinkin' up and running. Big thinking. What do we want to get here? Oh, now that we're using wolves, we may as well get wolf breeding for both the buffs to the wolf rider and wolf units in general, as well as the scrap upgrades for them, as we may want some. Do we want to apply any scrap upgrades to anybody? I mean, we did just get the scrap upgrades for these things. 20% reload time versus 25% range. I'm tempted to say we get the range buff on one of them, say on the Hammer of Gork, even though the blinded debuff is nice, and just so that it can reach really, really far, and the other two get reload, so that they hit a little bit harder. These things aren't very good, that's the thing. And I suppose we could replace these two with some Doom Divers if it comes down to it. I am tempted by the combat skin sex, so it's essentially a 25% DPS increase. But I suppose the range will allow us to both dual enemy artillery to some degree for an army that doesn't have cav. Fine, get winged ammo. Up to 469, that's pretty good. And I think we'll do combat skin sex on these two, but I think we'll wait because, you know, I'd like to see the performance once again. Low fightiness, Lord not moved, unassigned skill points, garrison Lord, etc., etc., other stuff. Well, let's end the turn and let's proceed. Oh, you know what? Let's look over here. I'm very curious to see if the elves will move into Danes to defend it, or whether they will not. Alright, Exile's Corn moving. It would be nice if WAAAGH would just send an army near us so that we could see it. Only we didn't have to do all the work of finding our allied factions ourselves. WAAAGH is very far, Skarsnik is incredibly far as well. Alright, so these guys are going to annoy us and raid our territory, which is annoying because we won't be able to declare war on them for 10 turns, but it is what it is. Technology research, trespassing warning ignored, imminent rebellion, and it looks like these guys are not, in fact, going to do anything about this place. Alright, what about in regular stance? Are you actually able to reach it? No! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What about you? Can you reach it? No. Well, that's a crying shame. Alright, I guess you're going to go right up to it. And raiding stance, maybe? Like so. A little bit of cash. And we'll hit it up next turn. It'll give them the opportunity to move here, but whatever. Hey, you, sir, Balorg Pigkissa. I would like you to go into WAAAGH and then southward afterwards to Bokill, where we will get some more trolls up and running. Gorkil does need various kind of trolls. I might put a couple of the giant squigs in his army as well. Now, where did that little Bretonian army go? Oh, where are you go? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, we can't reach you with Grimgor, let's face it. And we could give chase with Spite. You know what? Here's what we'll do. You, Spite. See, the thing is, he can go for Iremi or for Castle Rashah, and we can't do anything. Go into ambush stance, and then go right here beside Rashah. Maybe he'll attack that, and maybe you'll be able to respond. Well, let's hope so. Grimgor cut off his escape by taking Castle Garamont. And I should have switched your stances first. I'll switch it now. Encircle. And stance. Oh, you can't? I should have done before attacking. Okay, well, whatever, too late. Not a big enough deal to care. Another thing, Rod, though I believe we got rid of our last one last episode. Heading to Castle Baston next, and I see that we're basically now fighting the Bordeaux Errant. Carcassonne, at least what they have on this side of the massive Orcal, are pretty much done. We should probably take Fort Berg-Bray. I'm a little bit concerned about this Carrick Ziflin army nearby, though. But nonetheless, go into WAAAGH begins, take it, take the fort. And it is a tier... Oh, I don't even know if we can occupy forts. And also it has no defenders. Are Bretonians not able to hold forts? Huh, weird. Well, that's their problem. Occupy. As in, it feels like they should have had more units there. We have... Yeah, I don't have a crazy garrison here either, I guess. At tier 5, at least we get a couple of Black Orcs and stuff. Not that we're going to waste money upgrading this right now, or possibly even later. We'll see. Anyway, you can stay there, and at least you're part of the Marienburg province, which we will most definitely want. And though it is a little bit sad that we can't build at least some buildings there. I feel like forts should allow you to build military buildings. Like, you don't have to build economy stuff, but I don't see why, like the Great Bastion and like the gates of the High Elves, we wouldn't be able to build military stuff. There are some islands that we'd like to grab, but I think we need to move towards Castle Musia. Let's move you out of this territory. Pop you also into ambush. And, out of curiosity, if you go into the enemy territory, will you heal more while in ambush, or do you need to be in raiding to do so? You need to be in raiding, alright. Stay here, in ambush. Heal up a little bit. If this guy tries to head this way, at least we'll be able to head him off. It's not like he can garrison Castle Musion, considering it's held by Carcassonne. Alright, well, we'll see what he's doing. Anyway, let's keep moving. Masha Biggit, you... Do you just want to start annoying these dwarfs? I just start annoying these dwarfs. Gotta steal that tech. And increase to steel tech capabilities as well. Always nice to see. Sly. Please find Azag. I think he was up here. It's all looking chaos corrupted though. Unless he's up here. No, that's all corn corrupted. I gotta double check. I know I keep saying that like every episode, and every episode that I don't find Azag, and well, unless he's dead. No, that's Festus. He's not here, at least I don't think. I'll double check, I swear. I really do. Nazgûr Spita, go find Wurzag and Co. And I guess you're gonna run into Clan Eshin as well as a few other things on the way that we may want an alliance with. It's not like these are territories that we want, really. I mean, there's plenty of yellow territory all over the place. And we'd rather have green territory. It's almost as if the map itself is orky. Anyway, let's see what we've got in terms of next upgrades. We're going to once again forgo WAAAGH the Terrible, at least for now. We do want to get to Scrap Compactor as fast as possible. I do like the sneak in extra hero action success chance, especially if we intend to... Oh! Diplomatic relations plus 20 with all fact... Okay, yeah, I guess we're heading towards that. That's too nice. Upkeep reduction on armies in enemy territory is nice as well, but yeah, faction plus 20 with all factions, it's too useful. Mostly I wanted to be able to confederate easier, which we will hopefully get to. And then there's the Boar Boy upgrades, but we'll do them once we actually have the Boar Boys. I also do want the various Gabo upgrades. We'll see if we have enough money remaining, because somehow, right now at least, I doubt it. Let's get you up and running Orc Forts. We've only got 4 more turns of the WAAAGH until we have to wait for the reductions to come back online. We want to get to you, Raiden Stashes. Raiden Stashes got to be everywhere. Tancred Castle, we are ignoring you. Let's build that boss pole up and... get it up and running is what I was trying to say. Nothing to build here. Well, I guess we can upgrade you for now. I'm inclined to think it'll get destroyed by the little rogue faction as soon as it declares war on us, or redeclares war on us, but for now, I'll leave it alone. Hey, you can have pile of shiny stuff. Musion, Castle Rishag, let's upgrade you in the hopes that you don't get destroyed. And I think we have to wait because we need raiding stashes here. So can't get anything else. I mean, I guess we could get the boss, but whatever, it's fine. Garamont probably won't get attacked, but it might, who knows. We also should not collect income here, at least for now. Fort Burg Bray will ignore, and then we can collect a tiny amount of income here, why not? Why not? Can't wait to get that public order trophy from Kildayumi's in 4 turns only. You're getting there. Low fightiness we can ignore in this army, certainly. In this army for now. Though we'll have to watch out. Generally, I think I'm happy with that. So skip, 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 and Imminent Rebellion. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, we can ignore that as well. Skip. And now we get in the turn. We do have some money now. You know what? Fine. I think we'll use them and or abuse them then. Let's get the armor for goblin units. Armor up our spider riders even further. And obviously all the other gobos as well. I want to see how high we can get that armor to climb on these guys. We're already at 60. Should be able to get it to 75 as soon as we're level 15 here. And we're certainly getting there. Art as nails for you, and get back here. And then we'll get... Is it Sneaky Stabbers? This is the melee and missile fighters. Although biggest and strongest is different for the Arachnaroks, but that's okay. And then we'll start moving through the spell tree portion of that particular lord. Alright, we're good to go unless there's diplomacy to do, though I somehow doubt it. Throggy wants an alliance, but I think we can wait on that. I would like to get some ice trolls, though. It would be nice. Norscan ice trolls would mix very nicely with our troll army, so, anyway. Well, let's see what these guys actually end up doing here. Alright. They've got lots of places to go, but we've got several armies in ambush. Let's hope one of them works. Here they go, and... where is this? Castle de Fleuve. I don't know where you came from. Huh, well, you certainly moved far to be able to do this out of resolve. If you take it, though, the spiders will kill you. Where do you go after that, I wonder? You gotta be kidding me. Why did this guy go here? Okay, that's gotta be the AI cheating, right? Growth reduction versus... no, I'll take the control. I'll take the control. Ambusher discovered is fine. This is annoying. And we can't reach it. Yes, so despite the fact that this place was completely undefended and the ambush did succeed, he didn't go for it even though it was right beside it, which I find quite suspicious. Game. Quite suspicious indeed. You are going to go after this army. He's going to run though and we won't be able to catch him. But hopefully it won't matter. And oh, look at that, Kazrak. Oh man, if he takes this though. And oh, the elf army is here. Well, it's one of the elf armies anyway. Looks like... no, still can't see the other one. And we got rebels over here, but we'll ignore those. Oh. Those are some good rebels. Slayers, Longbeards, Iron Drakes, probably some other good stuff. Gotta be wary of that to some degree. Well, nonetheless, Arachnic, you can go into raiding camp stance and hopefully... well, we'll see. Depending on where that guy goes afterwards. We need to chase down Taubert here.
I am a lord of Bretonnia.
Grimgor, you can't cross this. Oh, you can cross this. It'll be a waste of a turn for you, but I think we have to. Otherwise, we're just going to be chasing this guy. It's just going to be too annoying. But obviously, this is not worth fighting. I mean, we could fight it, but he's in march stance, and frankly, it's a bunch of peasants. We fought 3 or 4 Bretonnian armies with this one before, and that was before we had the rogue idol. And they're in velocity. Yeah, no, not in march stance. And let me guess, giants are badly hurt? About half HP. Yeah, we'll take the... you know what? Yeah, just lose the fightiness. Take the 3,000 gold. We need the more expensive Abusum after all, rather than the other text. Grimgor, you cannot unfortunately go into any other kind of stance, but oh well. What can you do? And it looks like we won't be able to hit Castle Baston in a single round, but oh well. Alright. Now, Castle Mousillon. And... what? Wait, what? A moment. Are you telling me that settlements can reinforce each other? That's so interesting. Huh, settlements can reinforce each other. It's so bizarre. Huh. That means this is a walled settlement, but this one is a minor settlement. Meaning we could draw out the garrison of this place by attacking this place if we wanted to, or we move you in to help, or we allow them to sally out and fight them all. Wait, let me just see this. Can you handle this? They've got 4 knights errant. You just had a little bit of a problem with an army with a lot of knights. And this similarly has a lot of knights. Single field treb, and just an absolute massive number of peasants. And you have no WAAAGH. Spite could definitely handle it. You know what? I think we have to leave it to Spite. I'm gonna go into March stance, gonna move nearby. Although that'll prevent them from sallying out. This army doesn't heal fast, so I'd rather it not get super heavily damaged. We could actually assault the place, but I think we'll wait until we have... Did I just do that the wrong way around? Yes. Like so. If we are able to send biggins up the walls, it'll be no problem, as in, Nobber will be able to take care of it without us having to have Spite do it. So I'm happy with that. Alright. Now let's see who's up next. Blorg, no. Masha, yes, in the sense that we need you to keep stealing tech. I guess steal some from Blackstone Tower. And keep an eye out on everything here. And oh, these guys have Aleheart. Damn, these elves. Just spreading out all over the place. Alright, and also Masha, you've stolen that tech successfully. Get you another specialist. And keep on stealing till our research is complete. You, sir, keep moving this way. You, sir, keep moving southward. Find us our Orky allies. I probably could have just sent you around to Grom, but we're so close to him that we should be able to encounter him within the next little bit. And hopefully he's not doing well enough to avoid Confederation. We shall see. Gorkill, I guess you're gonna auto-resolve this because there's nothing here. WAAAGH begins. Take it. Free stuff. Shouldn't have even taken that much damage, but, you know, free stuff. And we can immediately go into a Camp Ruckus stance. Wonder where that little rogue army went. And then move on to Black Pit and then start taking everything else. We don't really care about Gorcel. We gotta make sure that we take Black Pit for that Arachnarok, or the Valley of Many Eyes thing. Breeding ground of the deadly Arachnarok spiders. That's what I like to hear. We need more Arachnaroks after all. Alrighty, well that's it. We are not, I think, going to recruit more trolls yet. Depending on how much stuff has to be built, because some stuff does have to be built. Gabo City for you, piles of scrap for you, and then nothing else. Sold Mousillons, get that bus pole and horde up and running. Alright, another little bit of admin. While we look for a proper fight. What do you want? We want to get the raiding stashes, which we can't do, so let's prioritize that for the money. We need the money to continue growing. Though I guess we'll be saving it up in 3 turns. We have to spend on all these stuff right now. As much as we can, anyway. Yeah, idols. I'm gonna have to defend this place or build stuff that can defend it. Bleeding Stone, you're hopefully okay. You have some defenses. Decent defenses, I should say. And Fort Bray we're gonna ignore. Alright, how much would it actually cost to get trolls up and running? Not in this place, it's in Bokill. Alright, go to Bokill. There's that army. I wonder if they're going to attack these guys or not. Let me see here. These are the regular trolls. We got, 1 turn until the Hag Hut is ready. Alright, we'll wait for that. Next up, Goblin Big Bosses. Night Gabaloon, Staba, Envy, and Braga. I don't like any of these. We're gonna get one of you on the field, and then we're gonna delete you. Because we want more of these for our other army. We got another big bully. Fun. I was thinking about putting another one of these into Gorkill's army. And a Shroomgrower. Ooh, it would be nice to get another Shroomgrower, though. Although the Black Orc big bosses are big bullies. Well, I guess for now we'll wait. Skip the low fightiness. Lord did not move. Damage building and end turn. And let's see if these guys react at all. I don't think they will, but it's a possibility. Either way, if they react together, we have 3 armies here, which is what makes me doubt that they'll do so. But anyway, end turn. Perhaps the elves will wander back, or also perhaps the elves will start moving towards Fort Bray, in which case we'll need to send the spiders to deal with them. And I don't... Well, I guess we have the Arachnarok Queen now. Ooh, Fey Enchantress. I was gonna say I don't know how we would deal with the... dragon with the spiders, but we'll see. We'll have to combat him sometime. Alright, Grimgor, you can't reach a Fey Enchantress, unfortunately. What you can do is cross the river, go into ambush stance, go right outside this territory, and hopefully you don't get foiled. And then maybe you'll catch the Fey Enchantress at Castle Baston, which does have some decent defenders. Aha! Killian the Devoted. Now here's the question as to how to do this. Obviously there's not much at Castle Nucion itself. If Mr. Spite Bloodreaper goes into regular stance, he cannot reach Turris Vigilance, unfortunately. And you wouldn't be able to either right now. Damn, how do we do this? Normally I just straight up attack it, because obviously the enemy wouldn't win here. It's just, once again, with the broken sieges, wouldn't be quite the battle I'd like, because we'd have to control it. As in, wouldn't be a cinematic battle, just a pseudo-cinematic as I try to get whatever best shots I can, while at the same time controlling it. Ow! I can fight here. I mean, I got some defenders. Spiders could do it. And, oh, we've lost sight of the elves. Wait, I need you to get back here and show me the elves once more. Where's that big stack? We need to keep an eye on it. I think I would say it's fairly likely. Oh. And that they're moving here. Alright, you try to take the Black Pit in whatever stance you can. It should be another auto-resolve because it's level 1. These guys didn't build it up for some reason. Ah, there's the army. Alright, retake this. Retake, as in, under the assumption that it was ours. Even though it wasn't. Valley of Many Eyes secured, and let's immediately start upgrading it. Get that Camp Ruckus up in here, and don't collect the income. We will not have this for a while, but we will get the idols so that we can grow that little extra bit faster. Okay. Alright, I don't see much of a choice in avoiding it, which means we're going to strike here, which also means let's level up. You, sir. Nobber, Arda's Nails maxed out now. And what do you guys have in terms of upgrades? 20% reload or 25% range? Ooh. Man, those are both really tempting. The range on the Doom Divers is already pretty good. I've certainly never seen them run out of ammo. And I'm gonna keep experimenting on them and then, or with them. What I do want to see is these things. Blinkers gives you charge bonus, Chariot Armor gives you physical resistance. What about you? Scrap Saddles versus Reload. No, that's obviously going to be Scrap Saddles. No doubt about it. Much better upgrade. I would prefer it on the Chariots, in fact. But alas, it's not an option. Now the Wolf Riders are more armored than the Chariots. What about the Pump Wagons? We got Chariot Armor and Jagged Weapons, so similar to the Goblin Wolf Chariots, I guess the game counts the Pump Wagons as a Chariot. And I'm not sure. They are fairly fragile. And frankly, the Goblin Wolf Chariots are fairly fragile as well, which makes me want to say, just get the Chariot Armor. Their charge is already pretty insane. Although we are getting a plus 20 charge out of the Savage below. But anyway, now let's continue the level ups and then we'll attack. I guess Blade Shield for you, just double checking if we can get anything else. Ooh, Spite is at level 20. Furious WAAAGH gives you casualty replenishment rate and bonus armor, which would be good for your Gabo units. What else do we have here? Character Aura, also technically good for Gabo units. This is essentially just free scrap and research. I love the campaign movement range, but melee defense -5 for the Gabo armies, a little bit iffy. Eyes on the prize, growth plus 20 on the provinces ain't too bad either. I'm tempted by Furious WAAAGH, even though it'll cost us. We're at 3 3.6k. 5%. Do it. 3.8k, yeah, so it's essentially 200 gold per turn to get 5 armor and 5% constant replenishment. It's not horrible. It's not amazing. Either way, we can always undo it if we wanted to. And next up, I guess you're going to want to get Deadly Blade and probably Scarred Vet as well, but otherwise we're good to go. Yes, so you got a few heroes. Earthing, Magical Reserves, and I guess Fate of Biuna, mostly because I don't like the Purple Sun. User. Go for Stickum Boys, and then a User. Trying to get Shrooms in. And that's it. Alright, get more of those buffs for those gobos as fast as we can. Go into Raiden Camp to get bonus charge and leadership, I think. Or I could get bonus charge without the leadership and just have the XP out of WAAAGH Begins. Both are fine options. Double up on WAAAGH Begins. Alright, away we go. I'm going to control this manually because once again the siege battles are broken for whatever reason. As in the cinematics are broken. And which is why I try to do field battles as much as possible. I really gotta double check back to SFO without the old world to see if the field or the siege battles work in regular SFO, or if it's definitely something between old world and SFO that's doing this. Because it's a bit of a shame about the siege battles, but the nature of mods, I suppose, as I imagine that it still works in vanilla. Anyway, back you all up. Alright, here. Start deployment. You can get to the 2 here. And, well, I guess we're going to be sending... Do we send these guys up the walls? As in... yeah, probably. You can handle the ram. They're a lot less armored, but whatever. Alright, then the other biggins can approach once needed. You two stick around here. We also have the chariots of various kind, but we want to keep them here. We can reposition them and send them around, but afterwards. Alright, that sounds good to me. Start battle. And away we go. Alright, how are those damaging the towers? Not too bad, we're fine. Alright, Goblin or Black Orc Big Boss move forward. Knobber. Make you group 1 while we're at it. Alright, and what do we want to have our... actually don't want you knocking those walls down. But it looks like you're failing at whatever it is you're doing anyway. Move forward and... ooh, the enemy trebuchet, it's gonna be an issue. Try to move forward and be able to attack it. I don't know if you can, but I would like you to try. Let's get the various chariots over on this side, put them into melee. And then have him attack that gatehouse. Gonna take him a while. But that's fine. Sorry about that, had to move my cat if you're wondering whether the audio cut out. Although I guess you could still hear the game, so maybe not. You guys are still moving, and just speed it up a little bit as we get a little bit closer. How's that trebuchet? Trench bucket? Yeah, looks like our artillery should be able to target it reasonably soon. Alright, move the other biggins in. Looks like our chariots have reached where they're supposed to, and we got more gobos on the field. Let's get them closer. Night gobos. I mean, we could move you through this side. You know what? Let's send the trolls and the melee night gobos here, and the range night gobos to help here, and the artillery can move up and help. Alright. Are we in range of the enemy trebuchets? Yes, indeed we are. They are targeting our biggins. And we have a lot of units on the field at once. Alright, you all can be group 1. And wait, I'm forgetting one. One of you. Yeah, there we go. You all can be group 1. The gate is nearly done. Well done, group 1. Alright, biggins, get ready. Start making your way through all those peasants. Come here. And wait, maybe don't get surrounded and killed by knights by yourself there, sir. Alright, pump wagons, we're gonna need you in there in a second as well. I would also like the... I guess let's move the wolf riders in. Help out a little bit in terms of range damage. Alrighty. Biggins. Alright, some of you get off the walls, the rest of you in you go into the settlement. And how's that enemy trebuchet looking? Man, you guys are taking a long time to... Well, I guess 2 of the models are down, so not so bad. How is this gate looking? Working our way through. Not bad, not bad. Alright, and whoa. Okay, you be careful. Don't go so far out there. Remember, most of these guys are gobos. And how are those biggins? Ah, they're fine. Let us get a soul blight in here immediately. Overcast, so it targets, let's say, all of you. Probably could have focused the Knights Errant, but a little bit late now. More of you in here. Oh, in fact, go up the ladder, and you go up this ladder. Or not ladder, but, you know. Alright, looks good. Pump wagons. Get on in there. Apply that armor sound sundering, and hello, if it isn't an enemy lord. And, why is this flag white like that? That's weird, never seen that before, only when the enemy shatters. Curious. Well, enjoy Spirit Leech, sir. And we gotta be careful with our gobos, but hopefully we'll be fine. You can activate Get Back here in Heroic Killing Blow. We're making our way slowly through this location. How are the Goblin Rock Lobbers? Start targeting the enemy peasant bows as best you can. Alright, now I think we can watch for a little while. There we go. Looks like at the very least... Oh, wait. Now we're fine. Looks like the units of Savage Orcs are doing well, and yes, I will build a Savage Orc army, not to worry. It is absolutely in the order, in the plan, etc. Alright, how are we doing over here? More Savage Orcs have gotten off of the walls and are now fighting both enemy... I keep wanting to say Skaven instead of peasants. Yeah, fighting the enemy peasants. And I guess the knights in this particular situation. Alright, you two. Looking okay. You two get ready to move down from those walls shortly. I wish we had a damaging spell, but what we do have is... one of these. Sneaky stabbing. Do a little bit of that damage. Anyway, Lord is nearly done. Let's get another Spirit Leech on him. I hope I hit him instead of... Yeah, okay, good. I was worried that I had missed and was hitting somebody else. Walls are nearly clear. I do believe the Lord has dropped, and we have to switch to the Paladin in here, who also now has a white flag. Maybe they're trying to surrender, but it ain't working. Well, that's their problem. You guys, keep killing that Paladin. You guys need to get off those walls. Okay, where are our units of artillery doing? Pretty okay. A retarget. What do we have here? A unit of... Wait, is the wall broken? Wall? Whatever. Yeah, gate. Gate. That's the word I'm looking for. All of you, in here. Trolls. Gobos, everybody. In you go. And for some reason the chariots are having a little bit of a difficult time doing that, but it's okay. With the trolls there, they should be doing pretty good. And it probably turned out to have been somewhat unnecessary, let's say. As it looks like we're very much making our way through. Let's get another Spirit Leech as well while we're at it. If I can select the enemy Paladin... Oh, I guess the enemy Paladin is dead. Well done. Soul Blight to you, and Questing Knights now are also getting the flag. Yeah. I guess it's just another one of the bugs on the sieges. Ooh, we should watch out for our pump wagons now. They're looking okay. And they're adding a little bit of mass to this formation, which is helping out against the peasants surrounding us, and probably allowing us to do a little bit more damage via our biggins. Absolutely massive melee here. And also, let's get a few more of these Savage Orcs off those walls, and into a place where they can help out. Alright, now we do have to be a little bit more careful with the first group as they're starting to take damage. Let's make you into group 2, and move you back while group 1 continues the fight against the Questing Knights. Very nice. Savage Orcs joining the fray. Absolutely hectic defense around the gate for the enemy. But they just don't have enough knights to hold it, and the peasants will not win against, well, even gobos, really. Very nice. Actually turned out to be a reasonably fun battle. Would have been even better if we could do it cinematically, but it is what it is. Not afraid of any spell work, I believe, or unless I'm mistaken. And you guys still targeting those field trebs? Right. Field trebs are dead, so don't bother. Target those battle pilgrims, I guess. And you guys target the... Also target the battle pilgrims. Ah, I selected the wrong thing. Target the battle pilgrims, which also now have a white little banner. Alright, next. Gobbo's in here. Trolls and Gobos together. Peasants together strong, but not so much. And you guys can charge the peasants. You're not really afraid of mounted yeoman archers. Work on that side of the map. Though, yeah, once again, it's looking less and less like the attack on that side of the map was necessary. I love the mobs of biggins. Look at the savage orcs and regular orcs working together. Perfect harmony. This is the greenskin way of life. Everybody gets to krump somebody. Alright, battle pilgrims are moving away, and we've got a massive blob of units. Might as well move them forward a little. Probably attack some of these guys as well. Frankly, the chariots would have been useful here. Archers! I would like you to set up right there. And don't go into skirmish mode. And I guess we'll send you guys forth. I don't see any more cav. Ah, there's another unit of cav. Ah, they're just mounted yeomen. You might be able to defeat them. Don't turn on skirmish mode and just head on in. Until everything is destroyed. Are these more battle pilgrims? Ooh, no, they're foot squires. Let's make sure that they get destroyed. We also have another WAAAGH up and running soon. How are we doing over on this side? Ooh, the chariots have gotten caught. Let's back those up. The Gobos can keep fighting, and the trolls stopped. Ah. And that's certainly an issue. Chariots, back off. You're not actually damaged, but let's make sure that you don't get damaged. All of you in. Ah, wait. No. Not you two. You're gonna climb, and we don't want that. Chariots back. Good. And good. They can still fire out of range. They are missile chariots after all. Be careful with these poor Gobos, though. The Night Goblins, ironically fighting Bretonnian Knights. Can't say I don't appreciate it. Alright, how's the blob? Although I guess there are multiple distinct blobs. Or discrete blobs. There we go, keep applying that armor-piercing pump wagons, or sundering their armor. Let's get that big WAAAGH up and running. I see that you are still a little bit stuck. Yeah, any more Gobos in here. And they went back into combat. And then as soon as one of your unit gets stuck, the others all try to enter the combat again. What you don't want. Alright, let's send you two in, and you know what, you two, no. Don't go around. Oh, I guess you wanted to go around this gate? Actually, no, that's fine. I didn't realize. Well, they have a tendency to try to climb, which I was like, no thanks. And hey, the mounted yeoman here. Why are you down here? What the heck? Night goblins? No. What are you doing? That wasn't right. Alright, let's get a spirit leech in. We have to go after that paladin. Oh, this is going to absolutely hurt those poor night goblin fanatics. But oh well. Alright, blob, attack this. Other side of the blob, keep moving up. I'm actually shocked that the enemy army hasn't shattered yet. I don't know why this night goblin unit decided to go here when we told them all to go up the walls. I guess I should have individually told them all to go up different parts of the wall. Alright, also, you guys, head on in and go kill that peasant bowman. And if one of you... Can we have another spirit leech? No, it's on cooldown still. Alright. You guys go after the platform. And blob. Continue making your way forward. Other blob. Continue fighting knights. But the trolls and the fanatics should be able to take care of them just fine. These are Knights of the Realm rather than Knights Errant, so they're a little bit scarier. And the badly hurt units of archers are back now. Well. Well, this is frankly the consequences of your own actions, so deal with it. And the heck? Looks like we could put them through this other unit. Bizarre. But irrelevant. We can go kill the peasant bowman here, and you guys mob the defenses. And, ooh, hello. One of the goblin wolf chariots is... it's badly hurt, but it's not so badly hurt. You guys get back into the blob. I wish we could charge them through, but there's only one way around here, so we can't really. Although, once these Knights of the Realm are gone, we can charge through and work on the archers heading behind them. Although I'm almost thinking that once these knights are done for, overrun by gobos and the like, and then the archers will rout anyway. Balance bars over 90% in our favor. Nobber's getting a little bit hurt, so let's back him off and keep everybody else marching forward. And go find those peasant bows, please. You two as well. And keep working on that. Some of our archers are firing. In fact, what the heck are you doing? Reposition yourselves. And the battle's ours. Oh, lovely. Oh, they had another treb all the way back here. I guess it was firing this entire time. Anyway, there we go. A nice little fight. Only a pseudo-cinematic perhaps, but I still think we got some lovely shots, just not for the entire battle. Hopefully we can find a proper cinematic fight, but I can't fix the mods and the way that the... oh, looks like the enemy unrouted, or some of them did. Rallied, whatever. I can't fix the way that these things play nicely with each other. Or at least the replay. Let's face it, frankly, pretty much nobody actually uses the replay function. I mean, it's very rare, let's say. And while obviously it's very important for uploading videos, but not really important for the vast majority of players. So I can see why it wouldn't really be a priority either for the devs or for the for any modders. I bet it's not something I did, like something being out of order or some file integrity or something. That's the issue. Anyway. Obviously this battle would have been a better fight if it was... Okay, actually you guys break down this little gate here, or this little barricade. Would have been a better fight if I could have controlled it separately from... oh, the goblin chariots can move in now. Separate from trying to get shots. But what can you do? Oh, wow, camera climbing. On the bright side, at least we got that lovely vampire architecture here, and I always enjoy fighting under it. And, alright, looks like every peasant unit is engaged now. Who still has to fight? Alright, let's see those goblin wolf chariots do some thing. Since they got so badly hurt when we sent them up against those knights, come on in and attack these peasants by charging into their backs. There we go. Sending some peasants flying. Alright, that unit probably won't come back, but I can't tell. No, it gets shattered now. And this unit is still fighting, or at least firing. Man, the white flags is quite irritating as well. Or the banners. Mildly irritating, anyway. Yeah, not being able to tell which units are shattered over which units are fighting but bugged. It doesn't really help. But anyway, relatively minor damage, but that was certainly what we expected. We very much could have auto-resolved the battle, but I think it was worth the fight. And just absolutely massive numbers of units. And once again, great job to those biggins. 270 and 283 and 260 on you three. It looks like you were the standouts in this particular battle. The 283 one, that was the one that went through the gate and had control of the ram. Which explains why it did more damage than anybody. And 26k damage, teeth collectors. And they certainly collected plenty of teeth this day. Looks like we got nearly 20k damage on the Snotling pump wagons, and 13 and 14k on the other two. Not much use out of the artillery. And 26k and 21k on the Goblin Wolf Riders. I'm not even going to look at the chariots, but yeah. Some nice work. And the other standouts were All for Run and One for All and Dentist's Dream. Not that the football hooligans or the friendly neighbors did too bad either. Alright. We certainly didn't need the second army in that particular battle. Occupy. Brahmin secured Musillon, another glittering scales, and a squig mascot for Nobber. Let's immediately go into Camp Ruckus here, and then let's immediately... Can we now? Wait. Wait. Go into regular stance. What? Oh, that was dumb. It didn't work. Basically, what I tried to tell Spite to do was to go into the water, but he didn't want to do it. Are you not able to... Is this map not let you do it? Go here, and then land. That's what I wanted. There we go, and he can auto-resolve this. That's what I wanted. What? Settlement garrison? Oh, from this place. Oh, it's kind of funny. I forgot that they borrowed it like that, but whatever. Alright, at least it worked. Musia, you just got a standard port. It's okay, though. We should be approaching Bordeaux with that lovely Manan's dry docks. Ruinous is gonna get jealous. Alright. We do have money that we will spend shortly, but let's see if anybody else needs to or can do anything. Arachnarok, I guess we're sending you here to Theraville. I don't know whether it's worth a fight, but let's pop you into a stance and see what we're facing off against. Close victory. Huh. Well, that might be worth a fight. An actual cinematic fight, and it'll be a field battle. I think, yeah. I think we will. Plus, this way we'll get to see the Arachnarok Queen, and that will always be worth it. But let's do whatever other admin we have to before. First of all, one of our new big bosses. Much points as you can into Scavenge first, and we want Hollerin. And then stick 'em, boys. We're gonna buff these spiders up before buffing the... before buffing everybody else up. Troll Piss and the biggest teeth. Nice. And then we'll go for Bone Dagger afterwards. You, sir? Hollerin. Stick 'em, boys, to buff up the spider hatchlings, even if it doesn't buff anything else. More Troll Piss and more the biggest teeth. And have enough Troll Piss. And I shouldn't level you at all because your Scavenge is a lower level. So we'll just do it afterwards. Alright. Anybody else needs to move. And Blorg, maybe. In that if we have enough money. You're gonna go here. And continue trying to find Azag. And maybe Azag was here. I wish I remembered where I saw him. In my other campaign. Yeah, this is all to avoid like 5 seconds of actually checking, but... Oh, damn it if I ain't gonna continue. Let's see. You haven't found him? Go find Wurzag, Nash, Gorspita. In fact, you will land here, go through these territories, cross the mountains, sail out of Skavenblight, or south of Skavenblight, out of Tobaro, or whatever this is. Tobaro, indeed. And then go to Wurzag, which will actually put you fairly close. Boar riding, boar painting, ignored for now. Let's get that sneaking back up and running, trying to get to that Gork and Mork Diplo. And I think we're like one turn away from finding Grom. Because he's right here. In the Massive Orcal. I don't think that it's been conquered. At least I sincerely doubt it. And I'd love to confed him right now. Alright, but for now we build and then we attack. Kuran, upgrade to tier 4 already, ain't too bad. Old Musion, let's get that boss check for the public order. Boss pole. And I guess the Raiden dashes. Another tower here. Savage Pillars. I like the name. Boss pole. And Tancred Castle, we already have defenses, or at least sufficient defenses here for now. Bokel now has that hag hut ready, if we have enough to build. Trolls, I mean. You can continue making money for us via the Raiden stashes. Though, I could actually be wrong. Grungzint is a green territory in the middle of all these yellow territories. Alright, I changed my mind. We're gonna do this differently. This is going to be a military province. Alright, how do we do this? First of all, is there anything that we can reasonably build at tier 3? Not really. I guess we could build the shaman thing just for the reduction, but otherwise everything should be built here. This is one of those rare places where we won't want to build the Raiden stashes so that we can just build everything we can here. We may even want to move one of the, a new recruiter lord here as well. Ignore the heap of shiny stuff as well. Sadly. Although, once again, if we can't build any, yeah, you know what, build it, it's fine. Everything here has to be tier 4 to access the good stuff, other than the Arachnarok building, because, well, we can build everything up to the Arachnarok at tier 3. We can build the troll... Well, I guess you already have the troll thing here. We don't necessarily need to recruit giants here. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do here is build another growth building so it grows really, really fast. Wait, there's 3 growth buildings? No, it's all provinces growth, and it's not much at that. We'll actually want to build another boss's shack here for recruiting, but we can do that after. Yeah, build the snotch rooms for now. And then we'll replace the boss bowl with a... you know what? Then I guess we won't need to hoard here. And if we want to replace it later, we'll replace it. It doesn't need to be a money-making province. That looks good to me. And then we might have the Black Pit serve as one as well. We'll need forward bases, after all. Castle de Fleuve, yeah, you just got raided, but, or sacked, rather, but that's fine. Sure-wheeled Forest, keep getting those towers up and running, though at 10 turns, it's gonna take a while. I'm actually tempted to, you know what, don't build that. Swap now, I think, to give it ear for that construction cost reduction, as it's just too... it just takes too long. In these red territories, I mean. Bordelot, Tourist Vigilance. I guess we'll go for the raiding stashes. Mousillon, our new acquisition. Greenskin encampment. And idols. And we can't build the goblin sawmills here, and I think thus can build nothing else at the current time. Ward of Frost, which is beside Ward of Rain, and nothing there in Kleinland. No, we're not building up the fort. Alrighty, we still have money remaining, which means Blorg, I've got a job for you. Namely, you are going to recruit. And is there anything that can you recruit things with a higher rank? No, I don't think you can. Tough ain't too bad. Alright, let's get you 2 stone trolls and 2 river trolls for now. I don't want to go overboard because they're, let's face it, they're really expensive. And we're going to put that into Glorkill's army. And then we'll get him maybe a giant and then a colossal squig. In fact, just out of curiosity, how many turns would it take you to get a colossal squig up and running? And how much would it cost? Just the one. Ooh, 3k. And 6 turns? Okay, now you can do that later. That's a that's a little bit much. Alright, let's attack, shall we? I think we've spent enough. Go. And close victory. That's what I like to hear. Spiders away once more. Alrighty, here we go. These spiders are back for more, and though we do have the WAAAGH that is available to this army, I think because this particular settlement is primarily peasants, we're going to avoid using the WAAAGH. I want the spiders to claim the settlement, and especially we want the Arachnarok Queen to do her thing. This is going to be her debut battle, and thus it should focus on her. Anyway, here comes the... Whoa, what the heck? Camera jumped. Here comes the first of our little spider summons. Little spider hatchlings moving, and I see that they still have melee attack 30 and 25. I gotta double check whether we're getting buffs from the goblins, which should in theory be buffing these units, but once again, perhaps summoned units don't get any buffs from them. But then why would they be included in the list? I guess it doesn't really matter much, because we'd have to go through that point or that line in the tree anyway. Anyway, it looks like the enemy lord has moved in to where the Arachnarok Queen and a unit of spear riders has surrounded him. This is probably not a place he wants to be, although the Arachnarok Queen is having a little bit of a tough time actually getting into combat. Come on, get close enough to damage. At the very least, the gobos on the Howdah are still firing down, so that's not gonna stop. I was just surprised to see that regular bowmen slash archers can stagger in Arachnarok. Doesn't seem like it would be a like it would care that much about an arrow. I would also imagine that the exoskeleton of an Arachnarok is thick enough to not be damaged whatsoever by the by arrows from basic archers. And probably why it won't take all that much damage. With 150 armor, the peasant bows are just not going to be all that threatening. Not enough armor piercing on them. Anyway, we got lots of spiders working together, going to be continuously summoning our units of spider hatchlings, both from the Arachnarok Queen and from Arachnic Spiderclaw. It'll be nice once we have more Arachnaroks available to this army, but for now, we'll make do with what we have. Back here, the enemy tower has been brought down, and we focused it down with the Lava Spider Rider Archers, because the Lava Spider Rider Archers, by virtue of having fire damage, do additional damage to structures, unless I'm mistaken, plus 50% damage multiplier against buildings, and are much faster to bring these towers down than the regular spider archers. Anyway, it looks like the Lord has returned, but not for long, and as the hobgoblin, or the goblin, regular goblin, damn it, the big bosses have surrounded him. The enemy army does try to charge through, somewhat ignoring the Arachnarok Queen, but that's a terrible idea. She's going to keep applying that toxic venom to everybody nearby, and just causing massive amounts of damage, up to 10k already, and certainly acting as the big old anchoring point to the line. And good luck getting past the Queen, and of course we can repeatedly charge with our regular Spider Riders back into the fray while the Queen anchors the line. Now let's see what's going on over here. We still have yet to destroy this particular barricade, but not to worry. Once we're a little bit lower on ammunition on our Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers, we'll break down this barricade and then send them through into the enemy settlement. We've also Vanguard deployed 4 units of Spear Goblin Spider Riders, who have currently captured a minor supply location, and will be moving deeper into the enemy settlement and just annoying the enemy in general. Another unit of spiders. Oh no, I do not like how they dig themselves up to the ground in that manner. But anyway, another unit of spider hatchlings arrives on the field. 3 immediately lost to a hit from a tower, but hey, that's probably better than our spider riders being hit. And with them being summoned right behind this unit of bowmen, those bowmen are sure to be very much annoyed, and will ask for their men-at-arms allies to try to bail them out. Alright, just keep summoning endless waves of spider hatchlings. It is an annoying ability, and you guys know how much I love the vampire counts, so this certainly reminds me of Raising Dead. Alright, Arachnarok Queen looks like she's having a grand time as well. 100 kills so far, and rising with every second. And of course the units from the Howdah firing down into this massive blob of peasants ain't too bad either. A single foot of Gork or a bad moon or whatever would probably clear this out pretty quickly. But I'm kind of liking the fact that the Arachnarok Queen is just basically untouchable in the middle of all this. Alright, looks like we're charging forward towards the enemy barricade now, starting to run a lot lower on ammunition, so it's time to move. The barricade goes down, the peasant bowmen and get hit by the spears and by the arrows, and soon it'll be time to make our way into the settlement. And oh, did you guys just turn around? Bad idea. Oh no, they are still routing, they just decided to route through our units. That's an even worse idea. Also, one nice thing about the additional armor that we're getting via the scrap armor upgrades on our various spider units is that they will also be less of a threat to themselves, since they lack armor piercing in their missile damage. That means that they won't be able to do as much damage to other units. Anyway, with this barricade broken, the massive blob of spiders heads into the city, and that's probably not what you want to see coming down a road into your settlement. Just oh, that's horrific. All this is missing is just a pile of Arachnaroks that is moving among them. But hey, the Queen is here, and more Arachnaroks, I'm sure, will arrive to pledge their fealty. Oh, it looks like a unit of knights are going to try, in vain I'm sure, to attempt to block the road of spiders. As we get deeper into the settlement, and just to go through the enemy backline. All the enemy archers and peasants back here, unprotected by knights, are going to have a very, very bad day. And I'm sure it's not going to be too nice for whoever lives in the city to be surrounded suddenly by spiders all over the place. We did try to get up towards the enemy main key victory points, but it looks like it was defended by units of Knights Errant. Fortunately, with 3 units of Forest Goblin Spider Riders here, and they should be able to surround and destroy the enemy with their anti-large spears. Although the spears of the Spider Riders are relatively short, they're certainly long enough to do work here. It's not the length of the spear, guys. It's how you use it. Anyway, Forest Goblin Spider Riders, more are moving and ignoring these units of peasants for now. We're going to head towards the enemy trebuchet, which is hiding around the main key capture point here. I'm going to destroy it real quick just so that it can't fire on anything. But it looks like the enemy is in a horrible shape now, as way too many of their units are engaged by these spiders. Speaking of engaging spiders, how's our Arachnarok Queen doing? Up to 500 kills here, and still right in the midst of all this, and still summoning endless waves of all those spider hatchlings. Alright. Gotta love the spider superiority here. Very nice, and it looks like the massive pile of infantry that was blocking this particular entrance is just about done. Do you still have ammunition? Just out of curiosity. Looks like, yeah, you have plenty of ammunition. Alright, this means that the Howdah will be firing, or the units on the Howdah will be firing for pretty much the entire battle. Also, since our WAAAGH will be coming to an end soon, I'm pretty sure we'll get a lava Arachnarok unlocked for us. So we'll be able to put another Arachnarok into this army without necessarily the need to recruit them. And looks like with that, the enemy army is done. Well, I mean, they damn well should be, as there are spiders running amok in every single portion of the city. So, yeah, hardly surprising. Their key buildings fell, and 3 of their supply locations fell as well. I guess 2 plus the main one. Very nice. And we didn't need to use the WAAAGH at all. Made the battle a little bit more interesting. I'm sure we could have made it a lot easier by sending in piles of infantry and getting a little bit of support from the range, but this was the Queen's show, and damn well did she show up. Let's see the total damage count. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. All hail to the Queen. Who needs a WAAAGH when you have a big screw-off spider? Our Arachnarok Queen gets 700 kills and 92,000 damage. Very, and I mean very respectable, and her own war banner as well, though maybe we should consider a Lichbone Pennant. Looks like we nearly got 40k damage on the Death Creeper's Forest Goblin Spider Rider Regiment of Renown. Kind of interesting to see just how much more powerful this particular unit is, and due to that deadly toxin that they have. But a few of the other units, no slouches either. 200 and 400 kills on these Forest Goblin Spider Rider archers. At least when dealing with peasants, they don't have too much problems. Very happy with that particular battle, and I think worth waiting for. Occupy. Lovely. And yeah, so you have the toxic venom, and so do the death creepers, which is why you both got that massive amount of kills. If only we could get some, I don't know, some bleed and a few other mixes of AoE effects and a Mortis Engine effect of some kind, like a Bile Troll would be very nice. And oh yes, Troll, Bile Troll. Throg would have access to Bile Trolls as well. That's another reason to potentially ally with him. Ice Trolls and Bile Trolls, which are freaking fantastic because of that Mortis Engine effect. How do he and Scarbrand feel about each other? They don't dislike each other. Maybe we could get on their good side by fighting the other Warriors of Chaos around them, and then get access to those additional troll units for that troll army of ours. But anyway, and that will have to be a consideration for another time as we once more oh, I'm an idiot. Once more, we're out of time. Anyway, we are going to call the episode here. Next time, we continue advancing. You know what? This settlement is right beside... Oh! We can use gems. I didn't know that our faction could use gems. That's nice. Might want to make this a money-making territory, then. I will consider that later, just so I don't forget for next episode, though. We need to get a cheap... Let's say you. Snide Bootlicka. Snide Bootlicka, that's a fantastic name. Rook to you. We're going to have him grab Sood here so that Arachnarok can reinforce and then move on to either Castle Sandgas or somewhere else. And just so that we don't waste so much movement of going right there. Anyway, as I said, next time we will continue our march southward into the Bordello Errant's territories. I imagine, in fact, I nearly guarantee that we will encounter Grom the Paunch as soon as we take any one of these 3 settlements, which Grimgor is poised to do, and we will probably get the fight against the Selvan army, as Gorkil will have to deal with them sooner rather than later. If they move to Gorsel, that's where we will meet them and hopefully destroy them. Yeah, so these Skaven clans are here. Yeah, we could leave them here. We don't really care. We have plenty of territory, and I'm more interested in a few of their units. Anyway, more orcs to come, so don't forget to leave those likes and comments for Gork and for Mork and for the Gorka Mork algorithm. All glory to said algorithm. And thanks for watching.